Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Nikisha, and this is my Christian-based channel. Please subscribe right now. Go down and turn on post notifications, which is right next to the subscribe button. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Today's topic is gonna actually be a continuation from last week, the mental disease is real video. This is part 2, and this is gonna be about depression. So let's get into this video. So you guys already know I gotta do videos, delete sometimes, because I already did a video, but I found it was too long, and I was going on and on and on about some stuff that I didn't really have to go on so long about. So yeah, first of all, I still want to bring back from the video that I said I did before that I deleted. I want to make sure I put back this point. People are telling me that I need to use scriptures. If you guys really look into the videos, as long as they're not vlogs or like thank you videos or like the one that I did to show you how to subscribe to my channel, you would see that I do use scriptures. I do. If you watch the whole video, you would know I do. Also, people are telling me that I should write down and read off of what I have. I'm sorry, I can't do that. What I want to talk about should come from my heart. That's what I think. It should come from my heart. I have points to guide me so that I don't go too off topic. And if I think I'm going off topic, I delete the video and I start again, so that I make sure that when I speak to you guys, I speak to you not all jumbled up and I get my point across to you. I want what I say coming from my heart. I don't want everything to be word for word from something, even if it's not word for word. I feel like if I'm repeating something that I already thought about and that thought is already gone, I shouldn't be saying that thought over again. I want to make sure that what I'm saying is in the present and will affect you now, not something that I thought of yesterday, not something that I thought of a week ago. If I have my points, I use my points. And then I expand on those points while I'm talking to you. So, yeah, that's what I wanted to say. And, by the way, the best preachers, if you really look at them, they don't really use books to say things word for word. If you really think about it, they're using points. They're not using everything word for word. Yes, they would have their points there so that they would know what to say, when to say it. Because they would have organized it in a kind of way that they would know when to say it, what to do, and stuff like that. So yeah, let's just actually get into the video. Let's just skip all of that. That's said, it's done, it's gone. Let's go. So, continuing from last week, mental disease is real. Hopefully that's what I put in the caption. Because that's what I started off with. It's my points right here. This is the second part, and we're gonna be talking about depression. So now the definition for depression is feelings of despondency and dejection. Now somebody who would see this definition from Google right off the bat, like, what? That's what depression is? Okay, what is despondency? What does dejection mean? So let's get into those definitions as well. Despondency, low spirits from loss of hope or courage. And dejection, a sad and depressed state, low spirits. So basically, you being really sad. That's what depression is. You're just really sad. And a lot of people don't really realize this, but a lot of people suffer from depression. A lot more than they think. I mean, depression can be this really long-term thing where you get really sad a lot, or it can be like you're really sad for a really long time, but then you just probably find a solution to it and you're okay again. Or some people might mistake depression for something else, or mistake something else for depression. Like, for example, there's bipolar disorder. I think depression can also be within bipolar disorder. Remember, I gotta go into these things one by one. So when I do bipolar disorder, which I think I will be doing next week, then we'll see what bipolar disorder has to say. But yeah, depression is just, feeling really, really sad, basically. Now you can feel sad. Guys, I stopped the video because I heard my dogs outside barking. So yeah, as I was saying, you can feel sad about a lot of things. There can be a loss of a loved one, as in death. It can be because of a friendship that is no more, that you really thought were probably lost a really long time, or because it could be because of a breakup, boyfriend and girlfriend broke up, or it could be because of a divorce, a husband and wife broke up. It can be because of a loss of a pet. That pet has died. It can be a lot of reasons. People get depressed for a lot of different reasons. Now, what we want people to understand is that depression shouldn't be treated as like, oh, you shouldn't be sad about this. No, that's wrong. People get sad. They are humans. We are not robots. We're humans. We feel sad sometimes. But the thing is, if you know somebody and you identify that they are suffering from depression, what you can do is help them to get help. You can pray for them, but you also can bring them to, the correct medical doctor. For example, psychiatrist, psychologist, somebody like that. Therapist, somebody who can help them, who is trained to help them. People will be like, oh, you shouldn't really go to doctors because, they're scientists, and scientists, you go against God and this and that. Look, yes, scientists, they have their own story. But also, God gave men knowledge. He gave them the knowledge to use. Okay? And it's no sense giving us that kind of knowledge and not being able to use it. Yes, there are some people who use it for the wrong type of things, but there are certain people that God allowed to be put in place to help us. So the psychologists and the psychiatrists, they can help. I'm not saying every psychologist and psychiatrist is going to help you, or a therapist. Because, there are stories where it can be like, oh, this psychiatrist actually made somebody worse or something. You gotta know when to call it quits with somebody as well. So yeah, you can recommend them to somebody who can help them, literally help them, and you check up on them. Make sure that if they're going to this person, that they are actually being helped, and you observe them as well and see if they have changed. So you don't just, say, oh, go to this person, and then you leave them alone after that. You gotta check up on them. We gotta be our brother's keeper. We gotta be able to help one another. God didn't put so much of us on this earth for us to be alone and by ourselves, not talking to one another, not helping each other. We gotta help each other. I need to put that in y'all brains. You need to help each other. You need to be able to step up and be like, you know what? Even though I don't like this person's ways, maybe they're acting this way for a reason, and maybe they need help. As long as they accept your help, because, you can't force somebody. You can't force a horse to go to water. As long as they accept your help, you help them. And you might see a change in them, and you realize, okay, this is why they have been acting this way. And maybe I should have been around to help them. Maybe they need your help, but maybe the devil is saying, I don't want this person to help them, so I'm going to make them not like each other. That can happen. Now, I really want the church to understand, the Christians out there, even people who don't really go to church, but they are Christians. Yeah, they exist. But I do suggest that you start going to church, because, not everything that you can learn by yourself. But, yeah. I need y'all to understand that depression is a real thing and it is in our churches. I observe people. Like before, I didn't really pay any mind to people. Like if I'm walking in the streets, strangers, I don't really look at them and pay attention to them because I really want to get to where I'm going. I'm a person that I'm more introverted. I stay by myself. But if I have friends and family members that I talk to, I observe them and I see certain things that others might not be able to see because they're too busy, caught up in like thinking, oh, this person is a bad person. If you really observe a person, because I was even just talking about this today with my friends about a certain individual. I was saying if you really observe the person, it can be a deeper rooted thing that is going on with them. Something that you might not understand. Maybe it could be, for this individual, it could be depression. I don't know. It could be a bipolar disease. It could be something. I don't know. It doesn't even have to be a mental illness, but it could be. So you have to take into consideration that it could be. And you try your best to help that person as long as they accept that help. Because, again, you can't force a horse to go to water. But, you gotta accept that mental disease, illness, disorders, they're real. They exist. What I challenge you to do is observe the people that are around you and take a look at their behaviors. If you think that something's strange, take a deeper look. Talk to them, sit with them, ask them if there's anything that's wrong. Ask them if they're okay. You don't necessarily have to ask if something's wrong. You could ask if they're okay. You can try to observe them like I do with some of my friends. I observe them. I know a lot of my friends, even though I'm not a medical personnel, I can tell that they suffer from depression. Or maybe it's not just depression, maybe it's bipolar disease, maybe it's something else. But I know that a lot of them are really sad. This generation that I'm from, they suffer from a lot of mental disease, and because people don't want to accept it, it gets worse for them. And it's up to us to help them. That's the point I'm just trying to bring across with these videos for mental disease and disorders, illness, whatever you want to call them. That's the point that I want to bring across, that people need help. And it's not okay to ignore it because something worse can happen. A lot of young men in our country are in the mental institution right now because probably schizophrenia, probably they started off with depression or bipolar disease, and nobody tried to help them. People were saying, oh, they shouldn't behave this way, or oh, this person is a bad person. They let me go with the slangs we use here. They bad, they ain't good, they this, they that, they unruly. Y'all are making me sad. Yeah. They might have started off that way, but there's something deeper rooted and they need help. People are afraid to give their help. People, sometimes they just don't care. Like, don't care about other people. And it's time for us to start caring. Now, I want to go into some scriptures for some people who may be watching this and they're suffering from depression. Maybe it's known, maybe it's something that they suspect is going on. The first scripture I want to talk about is Psalms 30, verse 11. I marked off all the scriptures, so gotta find them. So Psalms 30 and verse 11 says, Thou hast turned from me my mourning into dancing. Thou hast put off my sackcloth and girded me with gladness. Now this is talking about God turning their sadness into gladness. God can do anything. Because through Christ who strengthens us, I think that's one of the scriptures, we can do anything. We can become happy again. We can move from sadness into gladness because of God. Now, I don't think I'll be saying all of these because the video would be really long, and I'm still having problems because I'm using my phone now to do everything, and my phone has limited space. But I would, say some of the scriptures and you guys can look them up. I'll put them in the video. I put them in the description so you guys can look them up. I'm just going to say some of them. Deuteronomy 31 and verse 8. Oh, where is it? Oh, and the Lord, He is let me start over. And the Lord, He it is that go before thee. He will be with thee. He will not fail thee, neither forsake thee. Fear not, neither be dismayed. So it's telling you not to be afraid. God is there for you. He will be there for you. And watch over. Well, I'm not sure about watch over you, but He would watch over you. He would protect you. He will go in front of your problems, your difficulties, your insecurities, and He will be there for you. He will be that shoulder that you can lean on. Psalms 3 and verse 3. Another Psalms again. I love Psalms. They're really uplifting. But thou, O Lord, art a shield for me, my glory, and the lifter up of mine head. There again, they're all verses to cheer you up. He's there for you. He will make you happy. He will, when you're down, He will lift you up. That's what this scripture is telling you. John 10 and verse 10. Give me a while. John 10 and verse 10. The thief cometh not, but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. I am come that they might have life, and they might have it more abundantly. So somebody might come into your life just to ruin it, just to destroy it. But God comes to uplift you, to bring you higher than what people try to do to bring you down. He is there to lift you back up, to encourage you, to motivate you, to give you courage, to stand by you when nobody else will. When people fail, He will not. That is what God is there to do. I'm telling you. He is. Trust me on that. Phillipians 4 and verse 13. Okay. I can do all things through Christ who strengtheneth me. Sorry. Yes, I told you guys. I did mark that off. You can do anything once God is in it, Because He is the one who, I can say He's my best motivator. When I read His scriptures, His words, I feel uplifted. I feel motivated to do what I need to do or what I have to do. Everything that people say you can't do, as long as it's, something good. Everything that people say that you can't do, you can do. And you need to start believing that. You don't listen to those negative thoughts. Don't listen to those negative people who are trying to say, oh, you'll never be able to do this. Or you'll never be able to do that. Or, oh, this isn't for you. You shouldn't be doing this. You see, I bake for a living. I don't have a 9-to-5 job, as some people would say, or a job. Well, it is my job, because it's what I do for a living. I bake cakes, cupcakes, cheesecakes, all those sweet stuff. And I get so much backlash for it. People are telling me, you'll never reach far with this, why don't you just give up? And it hurts, but, I used to be sane in that kind of hurt and be like, I should give up. This isn't for me. Why am I even doing this? It's not going anywhere. But I decided, you know what? I'm not going to listen to those negative thoughts. I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing. And I'm going to try to push harder. I'm going to try to do more with this. So, for example, I've even started going to accounts classes just because I want to understand the business world more. And soon I would be starting Principle of Business classes, hopefully. Because I told the teacher about it and he said he would start. So hopefully, I get to do business classes as well. Let me see. I guess one more verse and then I'll just link the rest in the description. Well, not link them, just put them in the description or put them in the video or just say them. Isaiah 41 verse 10. Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy God. I will strengthen thee, yea, I will help thee. Yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness. These are all scriptures that tell you that God is there for you. See, there's so many scriptures here that tell you that God is there for you. He is here for you through anything. No matter what you're going through. These verses don't just apply to depression. It applies to anything that you go through. Bipolar disease, schizophrenia, anything. Any one of those mental diseases. Or just, if possibly you don't have a mental disease, they're there for you too. This is just not for people who have mental illnesses, diseases, just disorders. It's for everybody. No matter what you're going through, God is there for you. He is here for you to lift you up. Turn your sadness into gladness. Turn your weeping and your mourning into happiness. He's here for you. And as long as you believe and as long as you put your faith and your trust in Him, He will do wonders, miracles, signs for you. He will change things around for you and you didn't even know would be changed. Things that you think you will be stuck in forever would change and your life will be made anew. Just don't give up on God. People around you would fail. Friends, family would fail. Even if you have a twin sister or twin brother, they would fail. Yeah, you guys are conceived at the same time, but they can fail too. People who you share blood with, they can let you down. The important thing is that you don't give up on the one who always has your back. So, just creating the outro one time. So I want to thank you guys for watching this video. We'll continue next week with bipolar disease. I really want to go in depth with that one. I'm going to do a good bit of research on that starting from today. So I want to thank you guys for watching this video. I want you guys to like, comment, share, subscribe if you enjoyed this video. To turn on post notifications, it's right next to the subscribe button. Any suggestions that you have, any prayer requests that you need, just want to talk, just look for me on Instagram at at Queen_Nikki_784. That's my Instagram, or Facebook, which is just my name, Nikisha. But you have to, Nikisha Matthias Oliver. You gotta look for that one. I put it in the video or in the description, just look for me. So, yeah, guys. Thank you for watching this video, and remember, God loves you, and I love you.